Zebra 13, when you make the turn, just hold short of Romeo 7.
Hold short Romeo 7, survey 13.
SkyWest 3581, squawk 5751.
All right, I think we're up. Hey everybody, welcome aboard. Captain Mike here. Tonight I'm going to run an American Airlines flight, Flight 2886 with nonstop service from Miami to Jacksonville. They did the ride an hour and 19 minutes. We're going to see just how close we can come to that. We've got runway 26 left on the way out. We're all set, ready to go. We're picked up, just got to get the okay, and we're out of here. Miami ground, good evening, American 2886 with you, Delta 20, ready for push and start with whiskey.
American 2886, Miami ground, pushback approved, tail west.
All right, so we are good for push. Let's go. Let's get the clock going, and let's release the brake.
Here comes
the pushback. Line them up.
All right, packs are off. Pressure's good. Anti-collision lights coming on. We're starting number 2.
Ground Delta 2636 is 2 south with 0.
Delta 2636, ground 9 left, Mike 2, taxi via Mike.
All right, Mike 2 via Mike for Delta 2636.
American 1046.
So I just put the latest in from Laminar Research.
We're 1 and left at Mike 2, turn right onto Lima and hold for the Lima 1. Giving way to the 320 of Delta and then
I want to lose this connection here.
American 1046.
Interesting. Hopefully those screens are still going to work. I don't know what happened to my internet here. All right, that's good. 1. Pressure's good. Starting 1.
Line of ground on a 398 to North Taxi Sierra.
Delta 398 on ground on my 8 right taxi via hotel.
I think all my screens are gone. Oh, I think they're still here.
American 1046 confirmed is Lima 1. American 1046.
Hopefully they're not frozen.
The 75 from your left, and you come on a turn on 12385. Okay, Lima 1 following the 75 from the left, American 1046.
Okay, I don't think we lost those screens. Your 2D screen should still be good. Alright, that's stable. That's locked. Gen 1. We've got juice, probes, hydraulics, close, off, and we've got a clean board.
1115 exiting at 4 south with Sierra for
Southwest 1115, ground 9 left, Mike 2, taxi via Lima to Lima 1.
Lima 1, 49 left at Mike 2, Southwest 1115.
Southwest 1115, mile tower 12385.
2385, good morning.
Delta 1696, 2.5 Spirit, monitor tower on 125.32.
2532, we'll see you. Ground Center 131, South Cargo 8, taxi to Sierra.
Chopper 1311 ground, runway 9 left at Mike 2, taxi via Romeo, exit Romeo 10, and then hold short Sierra Charlie.
Romeo exit, Romeo 10, hold short Sierra 10, Sierra Charlie, 49 left, Mike 2, so it's okay, section 1.
Delta 790, you're on number 1 to go out there. Tower's on 125.32.
2532, Delta 790. American 2129, information, Victor, ready taxi over here at 5 South.
American 21, you said 5 South?
I think about, I guess number spot 7, sorry about that.
There's a 5, yeah, 5 stops back close to that. How's that one look, American 2129? How about that?
Pull behind 320, 19 on monitor, Delta 1472. Ground Delta 1946. Ground Delta 1946.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Yeah, we're going to need a minute. We've got a maintenance issue.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Lima at the west end, join Mike.
And we've got 26 left on the way out
Okay, continue on Lima, left turn
with
on
the Flamingo 2 departure. That's a big bird.
Ground, United
That's traffic global that you see there.
Information Victor approaching Echo. United 499. Give way to a Delta 73 from your left side, and then straight out on Echo. Hold short of hotel, remain with me. Alright, we'll give way to 73 straight out on Echo and hold short of hotel. Stay with you, United 499.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Alrighty. Alright, let's say they're gone. TA auto coming off test.
Severity in there by the time you get there, but just in case. Okay.
We go, that's looking pretty good.
Good morning, Spirit Wing 3902, near 4 South, ready to taxi.
4 South, call ground point 75, please.
I think I have to change those lights around a little bit in the electronic flight bag. I installed the latest Zibo update as well as the latest from Laminar Research today. So I may have to go into the flight bag and make some changes. Alright, I think we are pretty good. Let's just have a quick peek, make sure I didn't forget anything here. Let's see, exterior lights, we are good. APU as needed, it's off. Master caution recall, we've got a clean board. Flaps are set for takeoff. Transponders TA auto. Weather radar set to auto. And my flight controls are free and clear.
I guess we do there, huh? You know what? 10, go hotel for me. Make a right on Echo. Hotel right on Echo so you can get out of his way.
Okay, we'll join hotel and then turn right on to Echo 10.
Miami ground, good evening, American 2886 with you on November, intersection November 10. Looking to go to runway 26 left.
American 2886, taxi to runway 26 left via November Echo, hold short of runway 26 left.
Clear to taxi to runway 26 left via November Echo, hold short runway 26 left, American 2886. Alright, so November there is no Echo, so that's a little wonky.
On that side, that's fine too. Yep, they're already cleared it, don't fix anything. Okay. And just turn on Echo for me since we got to protect the ass clear. So you'll turn right on Echo, come down to Charlie and hold short of 8 right.
Not a problem. Echo and hold short of 8 right on Charlie. That's number 10.
I think I may have to recalibrate my stuff in here for the latest updates. That's one thing I didn't do.
Heading to Jacksonville. Our estimated flight time is approximately 1 hour.
Ground, Hotel 1196, 1 south, taxi with Victor.
Double 1196, 9 left, Mike 2, fall to 75 from the left, via Lima, Lima 1.
9 left, Mike 2, Lima, Lima 1, we'll follow 75, double 1196.
And window blinds are open for takeoff and landing. Remember to fasten your seatbelt, which must be secured.
Ground, good morning from your flight 1354, 5 north, straight taxi.
Flight 1354, Atlanta ground, Victor is turn, runway right taxi via Echo.
Proceed via Echo via Victor from your flight 1354.
Yes, Victor is turn on the 8th, and it'll be runway 8 right taxi
American
via
2886, contact tower on 118.3, have a good evening.
You're gonna go, Copa?
Be sure to
Contact tower 118.3, American 2886. Alright, we'll go to tower. Alright, since he is going to wait, we're going to get right in front of him. Miami Tower, good evening, American 2886. Holding short, runway 26 left, ready for departure. Get rid of those transmissions, and let's bring you up.
American 2886, Miami Tower, runway 26 left, winds 240 at 10, gusting 20. RNAV Crocs cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, American 2886. Get you going, and get you going. Let's have a quick peek. 10 notifications complete. Exterior lights as needed. We are good. And start select is to continuous. Auto throttle is on. Transponders TARA auto pocket brake release 40%. We're gone.
Southwest 4845. How are you guys ready to go?
We're ready for 4845.
Southwest 4845, runway 198, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 19 for the 4845.
Give me 40%.
On runway 26 left.
Stable Toga.
November 516 Tango extra out, runway 15 line up and wait traffic lands, runway 190.
On a Boeing 15, 16
Thrust set. Airspeed's active.
80 knots.
Check. Throttle hold. We're stable through 80.
American 1202 down, runway 198 for the land. You got helicopter traffic, over towards down now, I'm directing as you said, maintain
V1, rotate.
Land on 19 American 1202.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
November 516 Tango extra, you got helicopter traffic, over helicopter
400.
Alright, Zibo. Let's see how you handle the ride.
1000.
American 2886, contact departure on 118.1.
Contact departure 118.1, American 2886. Good night. Miami departure, good evening, American 2886. With you, climbing through 1800 to 6000. Inbound Crocs.
American 2886, Miami approach, radar contact. Climb and maintain 6,000 direct Crocs.
Climb maintain 6000 direct Crocs, American 2886. Okay. Flaps 1.
United 755, 10 miles from duty, cross duty 4,000. Set up for now, let's approach your speed 180 to Zena. They get 4,000 clear for that, let's set it up approach 180, that's approach, yeah, United 765.
American 2886, climb and maintain flight level
Flaps up.
210.
Climb maintain flight level 210, American 2886. Okay. Might have a view of some of the city lights down there on this right.
Skywest 5045, 928 for 7 times. Skywest 5045, runway 9 left. Okay. Skywest 5938, reduce speed to 180, maintain 180 knots, go Zena. 180 knots for Zena, 5938. Skywest 5167, turn left heading 180.
I think we're going to get into the clouds now.
5167.
We're coming around to... Nice view out the right window there.
Skywest 2968, reduce speed to 170, maintain 170.
All right, we're inbound, a rim roll.
Got 765, reduce speed to 170 to Zena. 170 knots, go Zena, 765. 4,000, so maintain 4,000, maintain 250 knots. 250 knots, descend 4,000.
Well, it's hard for me to see that text. Well, thanks, details. I appreciate that. All right, we're coming up on 10 here. Let's get cleaned up. And how we looking here? Pressure's coming up nicely. Temperature back there is nice and comfortable.
Climb and maintain flight level 280.
Climb and maintain flight level 280, American 2886. That clears us up to cruise. Right, N1, N2, EGT, oil pressure, temperature, quantity, vibrations, all looking pretty good. And hydraulic pressure and quantity is fine. Beautiful ride. And we're inbound Lonzo 355. So in Alonzo, they want us above 5,000. We're well above that. So the constraints on the way out are pretty much met, and we've got the departure on out to Stormy. So we have a little ways to go. About 120 odd miles will be done with the SID out of Miami. And then I believe we get picked up at Haney on the way in. We have the Cuban 2 arrival into Jacksonville. Hopefully those charts back here are working for you. I had a disconnect on my Duet, which gives me wireless for the computer that's running the OBS and the 2D screens for you, so I get the same screens that you get to see. So it looks like it's following along so far. We'll see. Now we make it out here. Pressure is coming up beautifully. Temperature's nice and comfortable. And what are we looking at? We're about 280 miles out of Jacksonville. About 35 miles we're going to reach top of climb. And we're pretty smooth. We're going to let them run around. That's a pretty cool view.
American 2886, contact Miami Center on 132.4.
Contact Miami Center on 132.4, American 2886. Good night. Miami Center, good evening, American 2886 with you, climbing through 17.4 for flight level 280, inbound Alonzo. And that should be coming into range.
American 2886, Miami Center. Good evening, Hollywood, altimeter 2989er.
And we're going to go to standard pressure and cross-check that. We're looking pretty good. So ZiboMod basically hit this one right out of the ballpark. This is a beautiful run. Nicely done. See if I lost my transmissions here. There we go. Oh wow, that's a beautiful view. With the clouds here, oh man. Beautiful ride. Don't know if the camera's catching that or doing it justice, but that looks great. You know what, where we heading here? Let me give you a little tip to the right, and then we'll get back on course. Give you that view. That looks beautiful. And let's head on back. Beautiful.
Delta 140, 16,000 for 190.
Delta 145, follow maintain level 330.
Delta 140, climbing 330.
All right, we're coming up on Alonzo. Alonzo, we should have 14.3 on the fuel with 14.5 right now. We're still 6.5 miles out, though. 265 miles left to go to Jacksonville, that is. And another 15 miles will be at cruise. And the pressure has come up beautifully. Temperature back there is nice and comfortable. N1 and N2 EGT oil pressure, temperature, quantity, vibrations all looking mighty fine, as well as our hydraulics. Beautiful ride. And the view out that right window is amazing.
Jumper 1266, did not exceed 270 knots down, 270 or less, still probing. 270 or less.
I have to try and zoom in to try and keep it within these little markings I have here on my monitor, which gives you the view. If I go too low, it drops out of your screen.
Descend via the robot 3-4, right, accept did not exceed 270 knots, JetBlue 1266.
And for those of you joining in, I'm using my own night lighting edits down there. So if you don't like that view, that's on me. Don't blame Laminar for that. I'm using my own edits.
12875, 605 heavy, fine.
All right, and we're inbound Flamingo. So we're going to come off that moving map display here, being that that's not to scale, just a bit. But we're going to be on that chart until we hit, can I get that in there? I think so. Until we hit Stormy. So that's it for the moving map display. And we're inbound Flamingo. That's going to be coming into range, and 51. All right, we're going to be coming up on cruise here in just a little bit. And that was a pretty great departure out of Miami.
Thousand to go.
All right, we're coming up on cruise, and we're cruising to 28,000. So how are we making out here? The pressure's come up beautifully. Temperature is nice and comfortable. N1, N2, EGT, oil pressure, temperature, quantity, fuel flow, vibrations all looking pretty good. Our hydraulics are fine. What are we looking at here? We've got I talk too much and that's what happens. My breathing comes back to bite me. Alright, let's see. We've got about 245 miles to go to Jacksonville with 150 miles to top of descent. It is 3:25 in the morning. We're due down at 3:46, so 20 minutes.
649, go ahead. Yeah, we have something left over KJAX next position, gap 2 as well, so we would like to give you a test of
Yeah, nowadays for the computers and the components, yeah, if you really want to be able to push it, you need top-end stuff. And I'm not even running 5090s, I'm running 4090s in here. So, but I am running AMD 9950X CPUs in the left and the right. I've got a 7950 X3D in the center. And then I have a server computer behind that basically runs the show. So I'm waiting on PMDG for their 737NG, and then we can start doing some testing in 2024 with Device Interface Manager as my interface. So looking forward to that. I heard that Thursday it may hit the market. We'll see. That would be nice. All right, we're coming up on Flamingo. Flamingo, we should have 13.7 on the fuel with 13.8. We're still 4 miles out. Just about 235 miles left to go. 140 and we're on our way down. Pressure's holding beautifully and the temperature back there is nice and comfortable. Beautiful ride. And we are inbound Ripon. And that's going to be 249. And then that'll put us at the end of the SID, right?
$50 area is modest fixation. In your 2 o'clock position at 50 miles, I'm showing a 30-mile area of heavy extreme precipitation right over New York City. That's what we have to.
About 120 miles we're going to be on the arrival into Jacksonville.
Additionally, about 40 to 50 miles south.
All 50-80 board? Yeah.
I'm showing a 40-mile area of heavy to extreme precipitation. Just
Figured I'll wait for the 6,000 boards, see what they look like. 4090s are pretty good. And I did the same thing when I had the 3090s. I had my 3090s for a little while on the computers, and then I just sold them on eBay. And then I'll do the same thing with my 4090s. When I jump to the 6,000 boards, I'll put these on eBay and sell them. So I kind of get some of the money back for what I'm laying out, which isn't too bad. And I'm able to keep near, top end stuff. And I moved away from Intel over to AMD because I like the fact that with AMD's motherboards now, you can actually bump up your processor without having to change the RAM and the motherboard, everything else that goes along with it. You just pop in a new chip and you're good to go. Which may happen. I may drop out that 7950 X3D and drop 9950 X3D in there in the future. Right, and what did I say on the back end here? Let's have a peek at that now. Jacksonville, and we had the Cuban 2. Cuban 2. See if I can get this zoomed in enough where you can see where we are. That should be in view for you, I believe. That you should be able to see, definitely. All right, Haney, they want us at 24,000 or above. That's already in the flight management computer. Let's go and meet Bass, and then Poogie, they want us at 13. That is in. And then we're in the Cuban. And then Cuban, we're going to pick up the arrival. Now, if it holds true, which I believe it will, we're going to use 26 on the way in. So from Cuban, we're going to pick up the RNAV-Y. And if we take a look here, 26 on the RNAV-Y. From Cuban, we'll come right into Gunty. Or Gutney, however you want to pronounce it. And then we'll have that swinging left-hand turn into Jacksonville. And on the back end, we have gate Charlie 8. So Charlie 8 is right here in the corner. So that looks pretty simple.
Bradley, and then whenever you're ready to try to work your way through the weather, you're welcome to do that. I'm actually showing more holes west of Madison, but you got to go.
And we're hitting Wampum now, right now. Wampum, we should have 13.4. We're 13.4 right on the money. 10.9 on the fuel, and we get into Jacksonville. Just over 200 miles left to go. 205. We've got 110 miles top of descent. About 15 minutes to run our way down. Pressure's good. Temperature is comfortable. And we are inbound Stormy. Stormy puts us at the end of the SID. So another 40 miles, we're done with the SID out of Miami.
Yeah, 918, thank you.
And American did this ride in an hour and 19 minutes, so we'll see just how close we come to that. Right now it's 28 minutes since we left the gate, 19 minutes since we entered the runway, and we're 200 miles on the head out of Jacksonville. And we're 35 minutes out. So that's an hour and 5. Right now we're ahead of schedule. And that should be in range.
Direct rod right now, but we'll have pretty gauge when we need it.
Very good. And if you actually want to cut it short...
That really is a nice view out the windows. Both of them, actually. I've got city lighting down here to the right, and I've got them down here onto the left as well. Must be picking up the coast on both sides. We're right in the middle. Let's see, what's the weather look like here on the back end? Let's take a look at, let's request the weather in Jacksonville.
I said 649, are you direct to Warren now?
What do we have here? 310 at 7, 10 statute miles visibility, 2 at 10, scattered at 28, broken at 9, broken at 19, broken at 25, 22, 19, and 29, 82 on the way in. You know what? Let's see. We get 29, 82. We get that in, and then as we get the reports on the way in, we'll see if the weather's getting any worse or it's going to get any better here. Alright, and that's all looking pretty good. No segments, really. Alright. So we should have a pretty decent peekaboo view on the way in with the clouds. How about we just drift back a little bit here and stretch out.
13.42. Yeah, definitely. 13.2 for Japanese.
Right now, that's a half an hour on the head since we left the gate.
Have any rider folks in your area? A little bit of light shop reported, but nothing more than light shop for cars. Thank you. Are you picking up light shop there at 35? No, I'm pretty close there. Okay, thank you. Tower 5137, 5370.
Just about 85 miles an hour. We're going to start down.
12 o'clock to 10 o'clock, 50-mile area of mostly modern substation. There is some heavy substation, 11 to 10 miles.
About 12 minutes.
Any chance direct George kind of give us a little bit more space for this?
Oh, hey, Nate, how's it going, man? I didn't see you sneak in here. We're on our way into Jacksonville. I'm running another night flight. I've been doing a little bit more work to my night lighting edits, so I'm really liking them now. So I have to do some testing in the older Mercury lighting. These are for the sodium lights, the yellow-orange type look with some of the older Mercury bulbs mixed in. And then I have another set, which is the LED set, which is more of a harsher, whitish type of look. I got to see what they look like with the new laminar research update today. And if they're all good, I'll get the new updates out to explain.to for those that are using them. So I think we're getting ready to hit 17,000 downloads. That's not too bad. Pretty cool. So quite a few people are using it, or have at least tried it. Well, they've come a long way over the years. I think I've been working on these about 3 years now, plus. And every time Laminar makes a change, I have to make subtle changes, either in the lights config file, with reshade. I'm using reshade. You don't have to, that's another thing. There's two different sets in there. There's a reshade set of lights, which I'm using right now. I'm using the orange-yellow set reshade. There's an orange-yellow set non-reshade in there, and there's also some non-reshade other sets. For the old-timers that would prefer the older Mercury lighting that they're used to seeing way back when, that pretty much dominates the landscape in that set. And then for those that want to be really up-to-date, there's the newer white LED lights. Both reshade, non-reshade, so you'll have plenty of choices. And for those that want to keep the original set from Laminar Research, I also went in there and worked up those. I kept the exact same color tone, but all I did was I got rid of like the balloon lights and and I toned down some of the spill, but I kept the same color tone. So numerous choices. I think we're coming into Jacksonville's airspace here shortly, are we not? I believe we should be.
137, descend to maintain level 200. Descend to maintain level 200, Southwest 600. Blue Street 9914, descend to maintain 15,000, Providence, Oakland, there's 2968.
Yeah, they're pretty much custom set up for my monitors and everything, but I would imagine they look pretty decent on other stuff as well. All right, we're coming up on Stormy. That's the end of the sit out of Miami. 12.8 on the fuel. We're 12.8. We'll have 11.1 when we get in. 160 miles left to go to Jacksonville. 65 miles top of descent. We're going to start down in less than 10 minutes. Pressure's holding beautifully. Temperature back there is nice and comfortable. And N1, N2, EGT, oil pressure, temperature, quantity, vibrations, all looking good, as well as our hydraulic pressure, quantity. Beautiful ride from Golden Dock on up to cruise. And I'm using the latest and greatest from ZiboMod. So just put that in the other day, and the throttle quad has performed great. No more lagging throttle. So huge plus. Reshade is just basically an external program that actually adds filters into the mix that gives your night lighting a bit of a glow. The clouds that you see out the window would nowhere near shine like they do with the moonlight without reshade. If I was to take reshade out, those clouds would actually disappear. So, but I'm using multiple filters to give it some bloom, some shine, some contrast. There's a whole mix of stuff that's going on there. I can probably, let's see, what are we using there? And it's all on a menu. It's all menu driven. Reshade's pretty easy to install. And let's see, what am I using filter-wise? I'm using colorfulness. I'm using DPX, which gives me kind of a fake, what would you call it? Kind of it has to do with shadowing and darkness and that kind of stuff. I'm using Technicolor 2 for those that know Reshade. I'm using PPFX Bloom. I'm using Mega Bloom, and then I'm using Bloom by itself. So there's 3 different sets of Bloom that are tuned in ever so gently. And they all have different effects, either close up or in the distance. And they kind of give me this nice overall look. But once Reshade is installed, you go and you do a search for Reshade, download Reshade. All you have to do is just follow the menu instructions. And you have to perform one other thing as far as the shortcut is concerned. That should be coming in range. So the menu will give you, it's going to ask you what program you want. Just point it to where X-Plane is, to the EXE program, right to that folder. It's going to ask you if you're using DirectX 11, 12, or whatever. Just pick Vulkan, because that's what we're using. We're using Vulkan. And then it's going to ask if you want to download some of those filters and whatnot. Just download the default ones. And then just let it run. It'll install. It'll put a folder and some other files in X-Plane. And then if you download my night lighting setup, all you have to do is grab my Reshade preset and just run my preset. You don't have to set any numbers, no sliders, none of that stuff. And you're pretty much good to go. I have Reshade set up, so I use the space bar where I can turn them on and off. So if I'm flying in the daytime, this would be way oversaturated. It would be too bright. So I have 2 different settings of Reshade, daytime and nighttime. So it's difficult when I'm flying from day into night because I have to switch over. It's not automatic. It would be nice if there was a Lewis script that I could run and say at this time switch over the script, but that's just not possible. So, but Reshade's fairly easy. And then once it's installed, you create a shortcut from X-Plane, right? You go into the X-Plane folder, right-click, create shortcut, move it to the desktop or wherever you want to put it. I put it on my desktop. Right-click on it, go into Properties, and in the shortcut, you just have to add the hotkey, I guess, whatever you want to call it, extension, at the end of where it shows the pad statement to explain EXE, just put a space at the end of EXE, put 2 little hyphen marks, you know, 2 little minus signs, and then just put allow, ALLOW _ reshade, RESHADE. Save that and you're done. And that'll just tell reshade to run outside of X-plane. And then that's it. From there, it's basically either run my script, your own script, or, you know, someone else's that's been created. Pretty much easy from that point going forward. All right, we're inbound 4, and we are inbound Haney. So we're 25 miles out of the arrival now into Jacksonville. So let's bring up the Cuban 2, and we're going to get picked up right here at the bottom. I got to zoom in so I can get the view up good enough for you guys. And then as we get further up, I'll be able to zoom out a little bit more. And 12.4 at Orlando, 12.4 right on the money, 11.3 when we get in. 125 miles to go to Jacksonville, 28 miles top of descent. Give them a few more minutes and then we'll get them back in their seats. And we are good down at 24 on the way down. And we'll see if SayIntentions will give us the Cuban 2 arrival with the the Haney transition into Jacksonville. See if I can request it before they give us descent, before we get to descent or before we start down. They're usually a little bit late though, I found. But I just got another update today, so we'll see. Maybe not. This ride's been pretty good so far, although the taxi out instructions was a little weird. Wow, what a great view. The clouds look wicked up close and even out in the distance. They have kind of a reddish kind of glow, like it's coming from the city down below. That looks pretty wild. Oh, hey, yellow one. I didn't see you sneak in here.
Miami Center, contact Jacksonville Center on 134.0.
Contact Jacksonville Center on 134.0, American 2886. Good night. No force back, but these are real yokes out of a real plane, and they weigh a ton. Jacksonville Center, American 2886, with you, flight level 280, inbound Haney.
Jacksonville Center, good evening.
Yeah, Jacksonville Center, American 2886. We'd like to descend into the Jacksonville area via the Cuban 2 arrival with the Haney transition if we can. And we're going to get down to 24 right now.
American 2886, cleared Cuban 2, Haney transition into Jacksonville. When you're ready to begin your descent, descend and maintain flight level 200.
All the way down to 20, okay. Cleared via the Cuban 2, Haney transition into Jacksonville. Descend down to flight level 200, our discretion, American 2886, thanks. All right, we're pretty much good to go. We'll give them another minute or two and we'll get them in their seats. Yeah, these are real yokes and rudder pedals out of a real plane. I actually tracked them down through the serial number, and I found the plane. I have a picture of it when they was back in service. It was out in California, I believe. You got the guy sitting with his arm out, the windows open. Old aircraft. I think it was out of a 200. Long time ago. All right, how we looking here at Haney? Pressure's good, temperature's comfortable. 12.1, 12.1, 11.3 on the fuel when we get in. Just about 100 miles left to go. Just about 6 miles top of descent. And we'll get them back in their seats now. This has been a great ride. I don't think I found anything to complain about at all. Yeah, it's one of the reasons why I don't have any butt kickers or anything in here. I don't want to loosen up any parts. you know, they fall out somewhere. I find loose nuts and bolts, and I got to figure out where they go. So, and if anything comes out from underneath the flight deck, I'm not going to know it until something falls apart. So, and that's not good. All right, here comes the speeds coming down, and we're on our way down. That's 44 minutes since we left the gate, 34 minutes since we entered the runway, 96 miles left to this ride. All in all, it's been a beautiful run, and we are starting, yeah, pressure's starting to come down nicely. Pressure's nice and comfortable. Beautiful run, and 4 and Misco. Okay, I think we can start zooming out here now and give you a better view of what's going on.
American 2886, descend and maintain 13,000, altimeter 29081.
Yeah, the weather's got just a touch worse. Descend and maintain 13,000, altimeter 290.81, American 2886. All right, 81, 81, and we're good down to 13.
How does that having worked for you? What shows you going towards the style of moderate?
So right now I'm actually using a combination of XATC chatter for the transmissions that you hear that are going on in the background, and I'm using SayIntentions for my flight from point A to point B mixed in. Really gives a nice mix. Adds to the overall illusion to the flight deck. Really nice. All right, Miskill, we have 11.9. We're 12 right now, but we're 2 miles out. 11.9, no, 11.4 when we get in. 85 miles and we're done. And we're due in about 20, a little less than that.
3702, combination level 290.
Can't go too far, you drop off the screen.
Delta 2930, 28.
So we should be 13,000 by the time we hit Poogie here. I don't know if you can see it just yet. Yeah, Poogie right there, 13. Might be just off your screen.
Number 3416, firing 100, 100.
Oh, you might be getting that now.
100, number 3416.
All in all, it's been a great ride. The view has been great. A little peekaboo with the clouds going on basically the whole way.
About 8 miles and extends about 10 miles each.
Yeah, we even have aircraft in the area.
Okay, yeah, we'll stick with what
We're not out here alone.
Radar's not picking anything
Pretty
up.
cool.
Center Delta 92 has checking on, we're climbing to 230, still on the 14.
So if we're still using runway 26, on the way in we're going to have a nice looping left-hand turn on the way in. My head might block some of the view, but you should have a pretty good view out most of that window though.
Delta 92, thank you.
Oh, thanks, Nate. Yeah, the moon just coming off those clouds, and I don't know if you can see the ones out in the distance have that reddish glow. Look pretty cool.
3342, Delta 2930.
All right, how we doing here? The pressure is coming down beautifully. Temperature back there still nice and comfortable. N1, N2, EGT, oil pressure, temperature, quantity, vibrations, all looking pretty good. At meet, we should have 11.9 on the fuel. We're 11.9. We'll have 11.4 when we get in. 72 miles left to this ride. We're doing at 4:08. It is 3:51. And 3:22.
Climb down 330, Delta 90.
And you know what? We're going to plan for 26. Put this in, even though we have the RNAV, but just in case. That's a deuce, that is cross-checked. That's a deuce, airport elevation, that is good. Holding at 3,000, was it at Dens? I mean at Yodaki.
3702, contact center 128.75.
All right, that looks pretty good. 257.
10 American 1843, flight level 250, continuous chop.
257, and we're inbound Bass. That's looking pretty good. 10-3.
Number 3416, contact center 133.42.
3342, number 3416.
10-3. And when we get a little bit closer, we should pick up that Morse code for that frequency we have tuned in. So we should see dot, 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 dash, dash, dot, dot, dash, dot, dash. And if that matches, we know we have the right frequency tuned in. Pretty cool. Alright, that's all looking pretty good. And let's take a look here at the rest of that ride.
American 1843.
American 1843, squawk 3470, 3470.
Because this is what we're really going to be doing, but I just wanted to get that radio tuned in. That looks good. Let's take a look at Gunti, mandatory 4,000. We're at 4,000 there. Zalan and then Jags. That's looking pretty good, and that's looking pretty good, and then the whole, that looks good. Okay. I don't think we'll be using the ILS, but you never know. Let me have you now.
American 1843, contact center 133.42.
American 1843, good night.
And let's get on.
American 2886, contact Jacksonville approach on 121.3.
Contact Jacksonville approach on 121.3, American 2886. Good night. Jacksonville approach, good evening, American 2886 with you, descending through 15,000 for 13,000. Inbound Boogie.
American 2886 Jacksonville approach, expect the ILS Yankee runway 26 approach into Jacksonville. American 2886, descend and maintain 13,000.
Descend and maintain 13,000. American 2886. I guess another one come through so quick it just disappeared. All right. In the meantime, let's have a peek here. Bleed air panel is set to auto. Pressurization panel landing altitude is in. Passenger signs are on. Auto brake selector is set. Flight instruments radios are set. Altimeter local QNH is in. Cross check that. Recall. And we've got a clean board. Just got to put the landing data VREF minimums in. And we're good to continue. And we are coming in at a buck 47. And 22. Poogie. 11.8, 11.8, 11.4, and we get in. Pressure's good, temperature's good.
Turn right heading 035 vectors for the ILS runway 26 approach.
I'll descend and maintain 9,700, turn right heading 035 vectors for the ILS runway 26 approach, American 2886. We're going to follow the charts in. SayIntentions likes to play every now and then. We're just going to follow the SID.
American 2886, roger, maintain
the star and the arrival.
035 vectors for ILS runway 26 approach.
I guess I thought I was asking a question. Oh man, go enjoy dinner, man. You know what? It's 20 to 6. I'm going to be having something to eat when I get done with this ride myself. All right, we're getting into the mix of it now here. We're just skirting the top right now. At Jacksonville approach, American 2886. We'd like to continue our descent into Jacksonville down to 4,000. We're coming up on Cuban, and then we're going
American 2886, descend and maintain 4,000.
I'll descend and maintain 4,000, American 2886, thanks. And we're going to 360. Right, That's after Cuban, but we're going to pick that up now.
1646, maintain level 310.
Out of 37 for 310 for Jumbo.
We're going to pop right there on the bottom. Oh, we're getting some rain.
Starting about 40 miles, 20 miles diameter.
Our airplane being washed.
Thank you, Jumbo 1646.
All right, Cuban, we are looking good. Pressure's coming down beautifully. Temperature's nice and comfortable. Fuel's not going to be a problem unless I can't put it down. We just got about 38 miles left to go. Oh yeah, we're getting slammed with rain. I don't know if you can hear it. We're getting slapped pretty good. Surprised the weather radar's not picking that up. Surprised I didn't get anything on the weather radar. Interesting. All right, our speed's coming down now. And we're coming up on 10. Let's have a quick peek. Exterior lights, check, set, we are good. Engine start select is to continuous. And I'm on terrain, but we're in Florida. We're not gonna, if we hit something, we're on the ground, so.
1646, we're going to maintain flight level 210.
Continue decent 210, Jumbo 1646.
American 2886, turn right, heading 050.
Turn right, heading 050, American 2886. Like I said, we're going to follow the charts in, and we're going to get picked up right here at Gutney. Should be right near the bottom of the chart that you have on the right there. And American did the ride in 1 hour and 19 minutes, 56 minutes right now. That just flipped since we left the gate. 46 since we entered the runway. 30 miles left to this ride. Oh, looks like we're coming in on the bottom end of this. Oh, that looks nice. Should have a pretty good view out that left window, I'm thinking.
GPS, Zulu, runway 29 into Redmond 2 at Romeo. We're taking Lima Fox, Roger, traffic at 12 o'clock and 4 miles at regional descent of 9.
You know what? Let's slow up. Get a view out this window here. Slow all the way up. Oh, that looks wicked. That moon looks wicked. Nice. And yeah, drag required. Yeah, I'm working on it, Johnny.
52013, we're on our way direct to Albany.
I'm doing pretty good, Dowser. I didn't see you sneak in here either, man. AI program, cool, nice. Me, I don't have skills like that. There's no way I'd be able to pull anything like that off. I'm lucky I remember the beginning of this ride sometimes, but such is life. Nothing I can do about that. All right, let's get you back up. Give me flaps 1, speed check. What did I say we're coming in at? Buck 47.
5013 taken. Was that the traffic for RNAV approach for 5013? 5013 from the final.
And we're holding at a deuce.
1 right 36.
So the flight management system has performed beautifully so far. Looks like the weather's off a little bit here with the clouds. 2 screens got a blackout, that one doesn't. That's got a nice view though.
230, direct Whiskey, we're doing runway heading.
I hope this clears up. There we go. Gonna be nice once they get the weather worked out over the network. And we don't have such a mismatch anymore, but here's our airport. Beautiful ride.
American 2886, turn right, heading 075.
Turn right heading 075, American 2886. Like I said, we're going to follow the charts. These guys like to play. We're going to follow the charts, and we're going to get picked up right here on the RNAV Yankee at Gutney. And they gave us the RNAV Yankee on the way in. We're 5.5 miles out of Gutney.
10,000, FlexJet 536.
Man, this ride's so good, I may do the return flight after dinner. This was nice. I'll give me 5 on the flap, speed check.
Remember, direct whiskey, clear direct climb and fall.
Direct climb and fall, direct whiskey.
Jacksonville approach, American 2886. We'd like to continue our descent down to 2700.
American 2886, descend and maintain 2700.
Descend and maintain 2700, American 2886. That's one way to stay ahead of them. Wow, it's getting warm in here. The computers and all the backlighting definitely kicks up the heat in here. Alright, on a mist, we're looking at 257. And we're holding at a deuce, I believe, yes. Alright, we got a nice loop and turn coming up here. We're 12 miles out now. Give me 10 on the flaps. And you know what? Give me the gear. I don't want this biting us. It's a little tight turn. That looks so great.
20 right, guys.
Flaps 15, speed check. And you know what? We're going to slow all the way up.
Center Cirrus 2865 Bravo
25.
Looking to pick up flight following landing Auroras. Number 2865 Bravo, center clock 1676.
And 30 on the flaps. Alright, lights, engine start selectors, auto brake, speed brake, landing gear, flaps, and they have been notified. Let's take a quick peek. 10 notifications complete, speed brake is on, landing is down, 3 green, flaps are set to landing. Beautiful ride. And this basically has been the auto flight system for just about most of this ride, and the ZiboMods perform beautifully. And we're just over an hour since we left the gate, 52 minutes since we entered the runway. So we've got 17 minutes to get in to be on time. I think we're going to make it.
American 2886, turn right heading 105.
She looked at turning us away from the airport. Turn right heading 105, American 2886. And we are on that chart right now. Seeing it turning us away from the airport.
2500.
It would be nice if they just took the route that I put in there and just followed it. There you go. There's that Morse code I was talking about. I would have to go back to the other screen here. So, but I'm not going to do that. We can turn that off though. But that's the Morse code. Let us know we have the right frequency tuned in. What a great run. Beautiful view. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to head back to Miami later on tonight. I'll do one more night ride, and then we'll go back to daytime flights.
American 1514, 20.3, climate 230.
American 1514, that's rotor climbing.
All right, 257 at 2,000. That's looking pretty good. Let me have you now. And we're coming in on 26.
Trevor 631, traffic 11 o'clock and 2 miles off the strike, flight level 330 nearby.
My bird, I've got control. I gotta have a little fun here. And we're a little high right now.
KJAX 21, traffic 11 o'clock, 2 miles off the strike, flight level 320, 737.
Man, I tell you, this view never gets old. Been doing this for 10 years, it never gets old. Here's our markers. Here's the outer.
American 2886, contact Jacksonville Tower on 118.3.
Contact Jacksonville Tower 118.3, American 2886. Good night. Jacksonville Tower, good evening, American 2886 with you. 3-mile final, runway 26.
American 2886, Jacksonville Tower, roger. American 2886, continue approach, runway 26.
I'll continue approach, runway 26, American 2886. 3 miles out, you don't want to give it to us. All right.
American 2886, continue approach, runway 26.
Yeah, I think I'm asking it a question.
232, just want to maintain the level 34034.
340,
Going to tell me to clear the land once we touch.
Approaching 26.
232, trying to stall the clock 30 miles off, try to call up 330 airbound.
We want to try and get off.
500.
So 1951, we're at 18.
400.
Still didn't pass us off, tell us they're good to land. Wow.
300.
Okay.
Approaching decision height. 200 minimums.
Continue. 9-knot wind whacking us right now.
100.
There for landing.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
I don't know why that sea green came out like that. That wasn't that bad. All right, Jacksonville. I don't think we're getting off hotel.
80 knots.
American 2886, contact ground on 121.9er.
Contact ground 121.9er, American 2886. Thanks for not clearing us to land. What do we have here? Juliet? Yeah, we get off Juliet. Juliet works. Jacksonville looks like it's packed. I think we should have made a reservation.
6723.
Here you go, 6723, Delta 566.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jacksonville. We have just landed and will be on the ground.
232, contact 113.6.
2336, Fox 232, have a good day.
Until we reach our final parking position. The current local time here is 11:10 p.m. In the name of Captain
Jacksonville ground, good evening, American 2886 with you on Juliet. Intersection Alpha, looking to go to Charlie 8.
Flight 232 to Atlanta, departing at 12:15 a.m. Gate A3.
American 2886, Jacksonville ground, taxi to Terminal C, Gate 8 via Juliet Victor Papa Romeo. Good evening.
I'll clear the taxi to Gate Charlie 8 via Juliet Victor Papa Romeo, American 2886. Thanks.
128.6.
All right, let's get you back. You can come off. You can come down, down. You can come off. Let's get this bad boy all cleaned up. We're looking pretty good here, and let's have a peek on the way in. That was a pretty cool ride. All right, exterior lights as needed. We are good. APU, yep, we're getting that up and running right now. Your depot switches off. Window heat switches are off. Probe heat switches are off. Wing and engine anti-ice are off. Engine start selectors as needed there. Off. Auto brake selector is off. Speed breakers down. Flaps are up. Transponders TA auto. And weather radar set to test. Pretty cool ride. Juliet Papa. Juliet Papa Romeo. I hope you enjoyed tonight's ride. That was 58 minutes from runway to runway. And American did this ride hour and 19. It's an hour and 8 right now. So we're 11 minutes early.
o'clock, 10 miles towards the
Right, Juliet.
230 Airbus.
They gave us Juliet Victor Papa. So we're going to brake right here, and then we're going to brake left.
28.6, last 253.
Yeah.
Southwest 1951, climb maintain.
Well, I hope you enjoy the ride. The clouds and the moon just looked pretty amazing on that right-hand side on the way in. That was pretty cool. I don't know what you guys saw, but man, they look good from inside the flight deck. All right, Juliet to Papa. We got a left on Papa. And I think we better pick a gate, any gate. This place looks like it's flooded with aircraft.
240, speed 250 knots, Avianca 086.
So 1951, coming take at about 390, not the way through flight level.
All right, here's Papa. This is another nice looking airport. Even the ground markings look nice for default. Well, gateway, that is. I think one of the big advantages to X-Plane. Beautiful looking airports, basically no matter where you go, for the most part. All right, Papa to Romeo.
Maintain for level 240, Southwest 1399.
So 1399, maintain 270 knots to safe.
270 now for Southwest.
We got a right on Romeo, and then we're right here in the corner. But we're going to pick a gate, any gate that we can find. This joint is jumping. Everybody coming to Jacksonville.
Maintain for level 240.
The 240, 800 pound flight.
All right, we get on APU. Confirm with the... Oh, I can't. I forgot. I lose my taxi lighting. That has to be fixed. And where are we coming in here? We're going to be coming around. Yep. We're coming around here. Hopefully we're going to get a spot.
47 Alpha, Mike, flight level 420, for Asuda.
467 Alpha Mike, open Roger Avenue, ready for you by to copy.
Go ahead.
467 Alpha
Got a
Mike.
gate here in the corner.
Frederick Julian. Strike Homeland.
If not, we'll go to overflow.
Strike Paradise.
No parking at the end.
Strike Pomona.
Alrighty.
VUR direct.
You know what? We're going to make this little Delta guy move here. Electric okay. We're going to make Delta move here. Hopefully he will move. We can lose that, and we can come on APU now.
2267, fighting 255.
Heading 255, Southwest 2267.
You gonna move for us? See if I can make him move. You gonna move? Yeah, thank you.
Southwest 1399, reduce speed to 260 knots.
260 now, Southwest 1399, we'll go.
This guy is one picky fellow.
Southwest 223, reduce speed to 250 knots.
Okay, 250, Southwest 223, 60 altitude speed 30.
All right. Off any collision and let him run around.
467 Alpha Mike, Frederick Julian.
Julian, 7.
Set the chocks. You going. The doors, open those doors. All right, chocks are in position. We can lose the brakes. Let them cool off. All right, ground power is available. Get on ground. Confirm with the AC selector. We're going to get set for unconditioned air. Okay, we don't need the APU. Don't need the fuel pumps. Galley power is off. Hydraulic pumps are off. And we can take GCAS to standby. Let's have a peek. And we should be basically done. Electrical power, APU or ground. We're on ground. We're set for unconditioned air. Yes, we are. All right, fuel levers are set to cut off. Anti-collision light is off. Passenger signs are off. Fuel pump switches are off. Electrical panel check set. Galley power is off. Window heat switches are off. Probe heat switches are off. Wing and engine anti-ice are off. Hydraulic pumps, electric 2 and 1 are off. Exterior lights, we have position and logo. Flight director switches are off. Chocks in position. The parking brake is off, and that's a wrap. This is ready for the next crew. I'm going to go grab something to eat. I'm going to come back a little bit later, and then I'm going to do the return flight, I think maybe into Miami. All right, everybody, for those that you were with me this evening, I hope you enjoyed the flight. I always enjoy the company and the conversation, my friends, so thanks for stopping by, and I'll catch you on my next live run. Beautiful ride.
Southern 222, can I put her 16.6?
26, Southwest 223, have a good day. Good evening, LA, Southwest 694, 20.7, climate 230.
So 694, better climb maintain for level 270.
Climb maintain 270, Southwest 694.
So 2267, so direct Rancho intersection.
Direct Rancho, Southwest 2267.
Air 467 Alpha Mike, cross Julian at a maintain for level 240.
Cross Julian 240, 7 point.
Southern 2267, descend via the OLR1 arrival, set maintain for level 240.
That'd be the OR1, except maintain 240, Southwest 2267.
Southwest 694, contact for the 127.52.
127.52, Southwest 694, see ya.
Air 467 Alpha Mike.